Hello, everybody. This is a Lamley showcase. Well, unboxing slash showcase. Matchbox moving parts C case. We're going to showcase these models. The unboxing is a little anticlimactic. You kind of, once you know what's in there, you know what's in there. Ken sent this over from A&J Toys. You can get this case there. I would get the D case as well. I'm going to showcase that next. But this is a great case, some really interesting stuff in here, so you'll see it once you see it. You'll want to know. ANJToys.com is where you can get this one. Mattel didn't set this one. Ken did. I want to showcase it, so let's get right to it. 8 cars in here, a couple of, I want to say repeats, but a couple of doubled up, which is good in one particular case. As a matter of fact, I'm just going to turn this around this way. We'll go from top to bottom, and we'll get these pulled out and opened up. We're going to start with this one. This is the 1956 Morris Minor. Abe Lugo, this is definitely an Abe Lugo special. Abe is the designer at Matchbox. He'll do the variety of Matchbox has been crazy. Abe is one of the principals in that, but he also will do some things that he loves in particular, and his wife owns one of these. This is the Morris Mini with Morris Minor, I'm sorry, with the opening hood. But there is a left-hand drive and a right-hand drive. We'll see if we got both here. We're only going to open up one. But, nope, these are both right-hand drives. I don't know if you can see that in the glare. But we'll just put this one off to the side. And let's just get right to it, and let's open these up and check them out. Still not a huge fan of this packaging, if you want that. It's in stores. I've seen this mix in stores, but a couple of models are gone once I get there. You'll know which ones they are as we move on. I'll show you the opening part first. It's got the opening hood and the engine there, which looks really cool. They've detailed that. And then when you look at the model itself, I really like the color on this one, the gray, and it looks like they've given it a kind of a 70th anniversary vibe. That probably explains the packaging, because all of them are all orange except this one gets kind of that white color. So this would be considered a 70th anniversary model, part of that subset that they've been doing in basic and other ways where you see the 70th anniversary model. So that's why you're seeing this color with the orange trim on the wheels, 70th logo on the back. So that makes sense. But what I like about this is they've also made it very clean, so it serves as an appropriate debut for this casting, if it is the debut. See, like I said, I can't remember, but an appropriate version of this casting, which looks very realistic. So there is the Morris Minor. I dig that one. Let's keep on going. All right, I said there's 2 models that are always gone. This is one of them. It is the 1990 Toyota MR2 W20. There is the artwork. It has opening doors. There is the casting. Let's open it up, and there's only one per in this case. There's 2 Morris Minors. You can, if you really want to, you can get both versions if they have them, of the right-hand drive and the left-hand drive. But it's these castings that there is a particular kind that are far more popular, and this MR2 is one of them. Opening doors on that. This debuted last year in the Collector Series, right, with these. Those are Hot Wheels Real Riders. Never been a big fan of those, but they work from the era on this MR2 in red. So that was the first version that we saw. But now I just like, and I've said this before, I like Matchbox's basic wheels better than their premium wheels. And these 6 spokes look so good. Really make this casting look sporty, and appropriate. For sure. And I just think this is, the red version was nice and clean. I actually like this white version better. And it really shows off the details in the casting, which look really, really good. And I think this is perfect. What's really cool about this one too, is you now have the companion models. You have the first generation MR2 and the second generation, both in white, both with the same wheels. And this one was in basic, obviously doesn't have the opening parts, but these 2 look so good together. They did the same thing where you can get opening headlights, closed headlights. Some people want to collect all of those. I just want one version, so I go with the closed headlight version. And that is what I've got. The MR2 is a big highlight of this case, in my opinion. All right, let's keep going. The Divco milk truck, shell livery on this one. I'll just get right to it. This one has the opening doors in the back. One in this case. I didn't see it repeated in the D case that we'll open up later. But this looks great. This has had Gulf livery. This was a convention exclusive. This has been a collector exclusive, right? Was it Tootsie Roll? And this one looks really, really good too. Details on the side, on the back, the color combination, the fact that they go vintage. The vintage liveries on this one never do anything modern as far as I'm concerned. You always want to go with the vintage livery on this. I believe if you open this up too, I don't know if it'll come through, but there are milk crates in the back. I don't have my close-up camera ready to go, so you'll have to see that in the back, but we all know they're there. That's the Shell Divco truck. That looks good. Next one. I really do hope they change the packaging one of these days. I don't know. I don't like it. 2020 BMW M4 Cabriolet. Really like the models, though. Third or fourth version of this casting. This one I like. I always thought it was a little too narrow, but there's a long line of these 3 Series BMWs. And even the Cabriolets, which looks good. So I can, there, close the door so you can look at this one. We've seen it in white. We've seen it in blue. This is, I think, the third version in red. Detailed real nice, but I think it's a little small. Not a model that I'm collecting. I have a lot of BMWs, and Matchbox has done fantastic BMWs. This one just doesn't do it for me. So it's just kind of boring. I think the car is kind of boring. Maybe one day I'll regret that. But that is the BMW. Moving on. I'm actually not going to open this one. This is the 1963 Ford F100. The reason is I do know that this is a holdover into the D case. And the D case is good. I'm going to showcase that in the next Matchbox Monday, but I have something kind of prepared for the debut of this casting. I think this casting is phenomenal. And I'm going to go into some Matchbox Classic trucks. That'll be fun in the next one. So that's a little tease. So we're going to put that one off to the side, and you'll see that opened up in the D case, because that's the model I want to showcase in the D case, even though it's also in the C case. All right, and finally, thankfully, two of the Porsche 911 Carrera 4S. This was the model of the year last year among the Matchbox collectors, and it's just so popular. Collectors loved it. It debuted in red in the collector series, if you remember last year. Just a clean, perfect, stock version of the red Porsche 911, which looked real. I mean, just love the detail on the front, on the back. It's just really, really well done. And collectors loved it, voted it the best model of the year from Matchbox. And here is the second version. And I have to say, as nice as that red one, I think this gunmetal gray with the gold rims trumps it by a billion. I think it's just such a cool version. So I'm looking at these, see if there's anyone that I like has more. I don't know, who cares? We're just gonna open them up. But thankfully there's 2 in here. So you come across this mix, you can buy one, leave one, buy both. I don't care, do whatever you want. But there's at least there's multiples. There's more of these than the others for collectors to snag. And check it out. I don't need to show you the interior. It's black, and it's really hard to see in this glary light, but this looks so good. The 5 spokes look nice. I think these 10 spokes look even better on this casting. And like I said, I like the basic wheels better on Matchbox than I do premium wheels. I'm fine with just basic wheels being used on all these castings. As they get better, we'll see. But I love this one. Detailing on the front, on the back, all of it looks darn near perfect. Side mirrors, which everyone likes. Done well, even with the opening doors, which sit nice and flush. Oh, I just think this one is the winner of the set. MR2 and the Porsche, those are what takes it for me. But I think there's really no weak link in this particular mix. You guys tell me what you think. We will return with the D case showcase, and we'll jump into that classic Ford truck with some other things. Thanks, everybody. Bye.